Hey everyone, good morning. It's Lisa, and it's Tuesday morning, and I am getting ready to go run some errands and maybe do a little scarf shopping. I've been watching Anna on the style diet, and I've always loved scarves, but I never knew how to tie them or wear them, so she had a great video on that, and I told her I'd have a scarf haul probably by the end of the week. I've been inspired. Anyway, this morning when I was doing my makeup, I was thinking that I wanted to do this video. I had been thinking about it for a while, and I kept having hauls and other silly things come up. And yesterday, Sarah at Sarah Dunn 1 we were all on Twitter, and she had mentioned that she would like to try the Chanel Pro Lumiere. And, you know, I told her how much I loved it. And then Laura, Lollipop26, had said that she thought it was heavy, that she thought it was kind of like the Studio Fix fluid, and that she liked the Armani better. And Lisa, SD09, she was on there too, and she said that she liked the Armani better. And I used the Chanel Pro Lumiere. I used the Armani that they were talking about, the Luminous Silk. I used Korres Wild Rose, and I also have started using this Dior Nude in my shade is 30. I'm just got to go get some. I've run out of it. She gave me a wonderful sample, so I'm just now running out of it. And it just made me start thinking, and it was just too much for even me to write on Twitter. But all these foundations are in a like similar family. I think they're much better foundations than the Studio Fix. As a matter of fact, I just gave mine away because I didn't like the smell of it, and it was just, I could not get it to look like I wanted it to. And I like a full, medium to full coverage. I still like to be able to see my skin through it, coverage, but I do like a luminous finish. So if you don't like a luminous finish, then you might not like these. And that's just all personal preference. I mean, I understand that some people like a matte finish. I do always wear Prep and Prime SPF 50. I've told you guys many times. I never go without that. I think that a primer is so important. I think just like when you're painting a wall, I mean, you can tell the difference when you have primed it. So I always put that on. And there is hardly any, I just usually pick one of my foundations that I might want to use that day. I alternate. I've just picked some winners. I've gone through it, and I have really just found that I loved all my foundations. So when I was thinking about this morning, I was thinking, you know, how can I tell everybody, you know, the best way to use these foundations so that it doesn't feel thick and that you will like, you know, these foundations and you'll appreciate them as much as I do and not feel like they're too thick, because I know that when you, like I was putting mine on with my hands here for a little bit, and they did feel too thick. Matter of fact, at first I didn't even like the Wild Rose because I felt like it was so thick and I felt like it wouldn't even hardly dry. And that's kind of how I felt about the Studio Fix. So what got me started on this brush, and it is the Sephora Airbrush Foundation Brush, and it is number 55, and I think it's about $32. I should have looked it up, but I forgot. I'm sorry. It's about $32. And it is a wonderful, wonderful brush. I think that everyone would love it. And I've told you about it before, and I got it and I used it, and like we all do, I just sat it with my brushes and I kind of forgot about it. What made me start using it again was this little sample here, because it was so simple to just dot it in there. And it just opened up a whole new world for my foundations. It made me appreciate and like all my foundations that much better, because when you use this brush, you're getting all the advantages of the medium to full coverage, but you're getting such a thin application that it's not heavy. So it's just almost like it's airbrushed. It's just, and I can literally just take one little dot on my brush, and I can start where I need the most coverage, which is right here. This is where I had most of that sun damage or hormonal. It was, you know, dark patches that the Abaji has gotten rid of most of it, but I still have some dark patches in here. And that's where I start, and I usually go, and I can do the whole, half of my face with one little application of this. And a lot of you maybe could even do your whole face if you don't have any things that you're really trying to cover. And I don't use any concealer on my face whatsoever except for under my eyes, and that's after I'm finished with everything. That's like my last step. So this, just with all of these, and of course, that's the one little negative, but the price makes up for it, is Korres doesn't have a pump. So a lot of times I'll just have to pour a little bit on my hand. And like the Armani, which is a beautiful foundation, I usually pump 2 pumps, and same thing with the Pro Lumiere. But, by the time I do this one time, it's pretty much, how it just like instantly kind of just blends right into your hand. So I'm thinking about maybe, and it sounds so silly, but I guess it's similar to how they do like when they're doing a makeover and they'll have that plastic thing and they'll kind of work off of it. I might get some of these from MAC. And excuse me, I've still got a cold. I'm losing my voice. But in that way I could pour some in here and kind of work out of here. And then, when I've used it all, I can wash it and do it again. Just an idea. But I really think, a lot of you have a Sephora near you. I don't. I have to order everything, which is probably a good thing. But it's so worth just going and looking at it and just checking it out, just feel it. And, it's synthetic bristles, I think tack-on bristles, and they don't hold much. Like when I wash it, it's not one of those that's just full of product. It washes well. Matter of fact, the other night I washed it kind of late, and the next morning it was still a little bit damp, so I thought, well, I'm going to try my 109 brush, because I hear a lot of you like the 109, and it was not the same. For one thing, the 109 is a lot more dense, and it kept the foundation like more in one spot, where this really just, it just spreads it out instantly. And I know we all love the 109, but we all know that it sheds like crazy, and those little black hairs were all over my face, and it's not a big deal, but it's so irritating, and that's just another strike against it. But I do love it. I love my 109, but just not for that. So if you do like the 109, I just think you'll like this so much better. And for those of you wondering, will you like the Armani? Will you like the Pro Lumiere, or the Korres, or even this Dior Nude? Or will it be too heavy for you, or will it be too much coverage? I really think that the key with these foundations is to apply them lightly. Just, take advantage of their beautiful finish and their good coverage, and just apply them real lightly, like with this brush. And there may be other brushes that would be just as good as this, but this is not very expensive, and I just can't say a negative thing about it. So I will end up with that. And if you have any questions, please ask me. I feel like I've done a lot of research on these foundations. I have had to call department stores, and my kitty cat wants this brush so bad. He just jumped up here. I called department stores and had to match, like that Armani. I had to jump through all kinds of hoops to order that, and I got lucky and I got the right color. And I love the Wild Rose. I just love all of them. All 4 of them are just great foundations. So I hope that will help you, and I just don't think you'll regret this brush. I don't think you'd regret any of those foundations. If you like dewy skin, you can see what my skin looks like, and I just think you'll love it, and I just wanted to tell you about it. That's part of this little community, is that when we feel passionate and good about something, we want to share it. And so I just wanted to share this with you. And I hope you have a good day, and I will see you soon, hopefully with some new scarves. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.